off, and well, so far Lelouch unable to find a jump in.
They've done a great job. FBZ though.
Oh, never mind. FBZ. He does come back in eventually. The rotations were quick, but it won't matter. First blood will go the way of Polaris, but now Lelouch is out of mana and out of step charges, which might mean he's just set to go down. Primal Spring in from Tims. Chase down the Void Spirit. Do they have him though? Not quite. Lelouch. He gets into that tree line and does survive. So instead, they'll have to take Mavis's last.
Those stacks. Jack Boys can clear it out pretty well as long as Skem's around, and looks like they might get going for that soon, as they've kept a good eye on the Ancients. Tims was microing his illusions really well to block off as well, although Skem's walking by himself.
Yeah, he'll get caught out. Another nice initiation from Lelouch. No hesitation whatsoever. You really want to make sure Natsumi remains protected.
Clear it out really fast. They are getting some good work done on the top tier 1 here. Boom's just applying pressure. And
oh, nice tree cut. Very nice tree cut there from Force, but he's still in big trouble. Burrow Strike is there. It will not help the cause. Tornado is going to get the job done, but now Lelouch, he might be able to clean up. He wants Tims, and more importantly, he wants Yopaj, but can he find the Invoker? Aether Remnant not off cooldown, so Yopaj is going to be fine. In the meantime, though, FBZ also gets caught out on the Viper. That'll be a 2-for-1 in the favor of Polaris Esports. Or is it Mavis? Yeah, moving back in. It's a high-risk, low-reward play, I think. Jonathan and Yopashi may have gone too far this time. He verifies up, but Mavis is not going to drop. Oh, a very rare mistake here from Yopaj, but in the meantime, down a bot lane. Natsumi even going down on this Medusa. Still Jackie in a bit of trouble, but Skem gets...
You are hurting a little bit more losing your Medusa, but she's not losing as much. You're setting up for a play down bot, though.
Yeah, Force. Again, being jumped on here by Tims, and with that Rocket Barrage, you're going to have absolutely no issue getting another kill for this Gyrocopter. So 4-5 now, and it does seem like both teams are slowly winding up and getting...
Didn't see that dominance at all.
No, you certainly didn't, John. Polaris Esports, they might be dominant. Top lane, 3-man smoke up. Yopaj, he does not want to tank this gank right now. He'll go for the Ghost Walk, but they've got the Dust down and they've got the control. Yopaj is gone. And he ends up tanking the gank here for FBZ of all people.
Yeah, not ideal. He dies, but his might is off cooldown as well, so...
Leave him alone. For long enough, he's always just going to outscale you in terms of farm. Just finds gold out of nowhere, as Boom Esports still going with the Sport Protect 1. Do move in. A nice Tornado with the EMP out. This could be the team fight they've been looking for. However, Xavius, he's not really dying. Tims is the one to drop, as FBZ is still trying to do with Mavis. And he gets him down eventually, but in the backside, Xavius is caught. Skem does drop to boot. But they've got Lelouch down on the Void Spirit, and they want more. They want Force in the Sand King, and they might just have him. Jackie's joined the team, and he's made it work. A double kill on the Gyro.
Sage is getting some good swaps off.
Structures are fortified.
Setting up, Polaris Esports are not willing to let this tier 1 mid tower fall. Not for free anyway. Guard Force, he's in. Who have they got there? It's going to be Jackie with the swap out. Jackie's gone. Immediately just deleted, as Skem will follow. FBZ, he'll back off.
Finding ways to come back in, because Yopaj, FBZ, despite those slower starts, they're within 1k gold of Lelouch. He's your momentum set. They're ahead of Force, despite Force having a slightly better time in his bot lane. So you are seeing that comeback go through for these other cores on
lane. Xavius does have the swap ready if he wants to try and attempt this, but it might be too obvious the bait has been laid. Lelouch, he does break the smoke, does just dissimulate away. And Polaris Esports, they still want to hold on to this mid tier 1. Like swap is there, they found Tims, they'll just blow him up. Ethereal Blade is already up and on.
This late game just feels overwhelmingly tanky. You only have Gyrocopter Diffusal. You're going to have to depend on Yopaj to get that Tornado EMP combo, truly drag down Beast in the later fights.
Strikes off the mark, but they've still got it busy here with this Aether Remnant. Sunstrike, though, does find the Sand King, and now Tims, he wants to go through the man fight within that Wukong's command, but the Spirit Siphon is still going. It just won't matter, because the relocate was there from Skem and Jackie. It'll be a 2-for-1, and now it seems like Boom Esports has been the ones trying to be the aggressors here in this game. But in fact, speaking of that aggression, Xavius still trying to farm up his Ags, and very close to it is probably going to fall. Boom Esports will immediately punish anyone they see on the map with this relocate on tower, but it's a very difficult tower to get past. So Natsumi trying to take it down instead. FBZ doesn't get scouted. Oh boy, they don't go for the swap though on the Burrow Strike. It was wasted, so Jackie will move in. Lelouch, he gets swapped in as well, but he can step out of there. The Sunstrike will still find Xavius in the end. As they are just trying to retreat right now, Polaris Esports. They mess up the initiation, and that's going to be enough for them. They don't want to bleed too much out.
Yeah, you can see that
They will. I believe it was under vision, however. And there is your tree break. They found Tims on that Monkey King, but they don't seem to be able to make their way over in that little gap. Instead, they'll swap him in. They'll take him out. The Force is in trouble now. He'll go for the Eels in the backside. Lelouch, he's got the IO. Skem, no, he's going to die. He'll try to survive as Natsumi. He will just keep rushing onto Jackie and FBZ. They've got them both. Buyback or not from Skem, he was not there in time. And suddenly Polaris, they've got a Roshan on their hands.
Yeah, that's a big opening for Polaris. They can clear this out really fast. Woody Exorcism still running. For some reason, hasn't DQ'd. Still pressuring mid. FBZ, not having the best presence in that Viper. Could cop the gank here.
I mean, he's got a BKB, but that's about all he's got right now. Webage, going to be swamped, but he's got his own BKB. He's going to take down the Vengeful Spirit. Natsumi has popped the Stone Gaze now, looking to force this fight, but everyone from Boom is just going to turn the other way. Just not look at the Crazy Snake Lady. Perhaps now you can force a better fight here for Boom. Tims, he's trying to get within range for a stun. Lelouch, maybe the target, and it does land very nicely. Lelouch, what have they tossed up? Has a step charge, and he's going to get it. In fact, now Force jumps back in. FBZ on the Viper is going to melt. And Polaris want more. They'll chase them down, try to hunt somebody else.
And Polaris are just doing great now. They're smoked up. They're looking to be aggressive. You might be able to catch someone out here.
Lelouch is in, and he's got Tims. It's just so easy with that Ethereal Blade. In fact, they're going to respond down bot. Jackie, oh, he's been caught. He'll BKB up. Skem immediately going down. Jackie, though,
breaking off the tether to stop the relocate saves. And finding that nice IO dieback. Well, it's just, they're just slowly sieging. Taking tier 2s, taking objectives where they can. Although,
they've got the Sand-King. Force, not a bad kill whatsoever, but now Lelouch jumped in and he'll at least find Tims. Which I think is still a worthwhile trade if you can get your Page out of there. And Tims, he's getting close now. You've got no choice. You've got to rush in if you want to try and contest this, or it's just gone, and it is. They don't have the time. In fact, Lelouch, he knows Tims is there somewhere. Still trying to find him. Oh, what an Aether Remnant. Mid-jump, it latches on to Tims on that Monkey King, and they find him.
Yeah, it's getting a bit dicey.
Slowly trying to chip away at Natsumi's mana pool. Keep in mind, he's got the Swift Link up now, so even more damage to fly out. Natsumi going up to that high ground, but they've got FBZ. A nice swap in from Mavis onto the Viper. In the meantime, towards the right side, who else were they chasing? No more. Well, Jackie will drop the call down. Natsumi has no mana left, but he still has the Aegis, and now Jackie's in trouble. They'll try to heal him up, but he's gone. He'll commit the buyback immediately, but now Tims falls down. They've got to try and win this team fight somehow, otherwise the game is just over. They'll get the Aegis. That's one life. Jackie now popping the BKB. Is it a bit too early? It may just, as they swap him back. Jackie, he's in between a rock and a hard place, and they've got him.
Boy.
No buyback available. This game is over. 4 down without buyback, and Polaris Esports. I mean, it was a very clinical performance here, John. It may have not been flashy, but Polaris, they make no mistakes, and they pull off this game 1 victory against Boom.
They just get running. They have a good foundation built up. They manage.
Point. We've seen Lelouch play this mid-pango many times, but John, who has the advantage in this 1v1 matchup?
I think it goes actually pretty even. You could see a power spike coming through for Lelouch a little bit earlier on if he uses his shield crash well. You do see First Blood coming out as they squash the bug of Mavis, and even down bot, some aggression onto Z.
Leave at level 6 at the stage, rather just stick around, get a bit more farm up and play a bit more greedily as these mid laners. This top lane, Mavis, gonna go down again, so he'll be the second death now for Polaris Esports as, well, Boom, they are able to pick up another Weaver kill.
They're building as well as, again, you know, you consider the old Boom lineup, kind of the same story. FBZ tended to be the guy who sets up plays. They are looking towards mid. Lelouch is out of mana.
Oh, it certainly is. Bushwhack is there from Tims, and that's going to be the 3rd kill now for Boom Esports. They clean up the mid lane of Polaris Esports, and It's going to be a rather
Punish that in terms of stopping the triangle stacks, but the aggression is racking up from Boom.
Lelouch, bit of a chase here onto Tim's mid lane. He'll pop the Scurry, but does land a stun eventually, and with the swashbuckle he'll have enough. They do get on the scoreboard here. Polaris is, well, Yopaj is going to show back up in the mid lane, trying to chase down that Shadow Demon. We'll have the kill. It'll be the second here for the Ember. So a pretty even trade in the Tsukuchi was towards the north. But instead they are going to find Natsumi again. Chains do connect. Lelouch, he'll join in, but they've got the sharpshooter with the bushwhack.
Ooh.
He still takes it as well. Yopaj, he does have the sleight of fist, and he will get the kill. Oh, you can't blink straight like that against the Hoodwink, I guess.
No, like, yeah, you call Tim's by a certain...
To get the kill, so if you're unwilling to commit practically both, it seems like Yopaj is just going to have a very free game, but towards the left side of the map, they've got Mavis again. FBZ and Tim's just this roaming duo, constantly finding aggression, and constantly finding success.
Middle tower is under attack.
And that's what you want to see. In contrast to, again, game one, where you can play a lot more. Lelouch.
Oh, he barely gets away. They even have the relocate coming in, but the Rolling Thunder going to connect right on time. Xavius, he's rotated. They want to try and force this fight. Lelouch is still quite low, but they've got Kemp controlled up, and now the Ravage comes through force, landing on everything as the Mana Void does get committed. Jackie, he's gone. Can they keep the fight going, though? FBZ, a great Burrow Strike onto two, but can they finish Natsumi off? They can.
Oh, God.
Yopaj is in. Onto Xavius they go. It was a great start there for Polaris, but they end up losing so much in the end.
Ooh.
They might even find another John. Mavis. Oh, that's a great Burrow Strike. FBZ landing at mid Tsukuchi. Pig out his hair, but it's not going to matter. They clean up for a bit of a chase. But he might just settle for Xavius instead. They'll try to purge him up. He'll go for the chase though. Chains do end up landing, and there's your sharpshooter from a mile away. That'll be another kill surely onto Xavius as Yopaj. We'll stall on him just a little bit. As even as they try to approach the triangle, Boom is already waiting to initiate. Yeah, there is the three-man smoke now, but immediately FBZ without hesitation onto the Shadow Demon. Ravage is going to connect Xavius. He somehow survives, but eventually does drop into Sandstorm, and now the Rolling Thunder again through the relocate. It's still just not enough though. Jackie had the BKB. That means he's going to be fine. And it does mean Force is going to fall. So Boom still managed to find a 2-for-1. Polaris unable to find the better end of things in these
Radiant's
trades.
bottom tower is under attack.
His life at that point, and you can see Boom just constantly playing towards that mid, looking to just keep the aggression up. They do have some wards from Tim's ready to go, and they should be able to find more.
Yeah, they will. That combo again coming in clutch, so now FBZ is going to get punished. Not a good trade so far for Boom, but we'll see what they can salvage here as Yopaj is going quite forward. He'll pop his own BKB. In fact, they've got Natsumi with a great bushwhack up from Tim's. Poor old Force. He'll try to run, but he's just a watermelon right now, John.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Oh, but they missed the chains. Yopaj
Radiant structures are
loses
fortified.
the control. It just won't matter. Call down was there, and even the creeps are blocking the tide. The Ember currently 8-0 and 4, John. The boy is having a...
He was looking to just burn and punish Yopaj. Just such a hard target to go for with BKB. Tim's might fall, but Yopaj is here.
Trying to chase down Lelouch. Mavis having a very rough game on this Weaver. He's going to avoid the bushwhack, and they might just try to aim down Tim's, but he'll go for a bit of a run with the Scurry. It just won't matter. Time lapse away as well. Mid-chains should mean he does get away from Yopaj. Looks like he will be fine.
Lelouch.
Oh, Lelouch, he's a much bigger target, and FBZ, he's found him. Swash is available, but the chains end up landing. They lock him down, and Lelouch, he can't get away in time. Oh, that's perfect. The Boom Esports, they are not letting their foot off the pedal here, John.
Right. They're
Fight right now outside of that Roshan pit. Xavius, Mavis, both the support duo. Not quite catching Mavis out, but they've got Xavius.
to really get max value from it.
Again, aggression is there. Xavius has no choice in the matter. He does get caught out very easily. Another nice kill here for the Ember. That'll be the 9th of the game here for Yopaj. And it's onto the top tier 3 tower. I mean, Aegis up. So much damage here on Jackie with Skem around on that overpower. POLARIS Esports, they're the ones forced
To stall out for quite a fair bit. But the good news is, that should line up with, say, Ag's timing for Force. which will allow you to D-push quite nicely, although Force is being chased down here.
There he is, Jonathan. Force. He's caught out here by Japoi. Trying to make his way out, but there's no way. Make that 10 for the Ember. Still no death here for Yopaj, and it goes back to the draft, right? Again, you don't have the lockdown for this guy.
Natsumi?
Relocate? Top lane, they've got
gosh.
Natsumi. Oh boy. Trying to split push, but he is caught by FPZ.
And the Hoodwink just answers your AM problem. Just get the break off and sharpshooter, magic damage does rest, and Xavius.
FPZ. Spidey senses were tingling there for Boom Esports. They scan out the tree line, they'll find another support. And again, I think they want to try and force high ground.
Finish the AM jumping up to the Gyrocopter, jumping up to the AM, jumping up to the Ember. Although Yopaj.
In again, he saw Xavius right into the tier 3 tower. He could not give a crap. He just wants the kills. Time-lapse though, may have saved Xavius this time around, but Japoi, he'll go all the way for it. Maybe they can punish though with a great Ravage out from Force. They can finally get the first kill on this Ember, but no! Lelouch got stuck. He got stuck, Jonathan. Oh, that'll be your Pengo gone. How does he just get stuck like that?
It happens for those weird craggy walls we have, Mike, on the base.
Yeah, the team we remember. They jump in again. Who have they got? That'll be a Shadow Demon Xavius. Having a very rough game. Just could not survive the onslaught that is coming. No buyback either. Back into the pit, and they do relocate him out. They can't even find the Hoodwink. And without that Rolling Thunder, they certainly can't hope for this Roshan fight as Japoi. He's in again. He could not give a crap about anything Polaris have to do with him. He'll just move in with the BKB and just keep it going on to Xavius. In the meantime, they even call Lelouch. Still Natsumi trying to chase the Ember, but they can't catch him. Skem's kept him alive, and in goes the fight once again for Boom. They wish to reinitiate, but can they get it done? You bet your ass they can. John GG's called FBZ. He got Xavius, and they've seen enough. What's the rule, Jonathan? What's the rule?
Yep, never doubt the Yopaj Ember. You know, Boom.
Mavis and Natsumi against FBZ and Tims. How are we feeling about this matchup? In fact, oh, pot lane. Oh, they've got him. Scam. He'll get supports down to this bot side.
Just managing to get out in the nick of time. You're still not stopping
Mid
Jackie
lane.
from farming, though, although.
Yeah, Lelouch, sorry John, we can't let you talk. Yopaj is going to secure the kill. Solo 1v taken, and they're going to take all of them. Lelouch, he does move his way in, but he could be in danger. Yopaj, or rather Yopaj, he does have that Dream Coil and does commit it. In they go, but who do they want? They want Mavis first on the Bane to make sure there's no shenanigans. Still orb away. Bottom lane, Force also in quite a bit of trouble as Jackie again. Gonna be able to take the kill in the gyro, no problem.
Those blink timing, so maybe for a couple more minutes we're not going to see that aggression out. You are close to Lelouch's blink, 300 gold away. Force still a long ways off, and speaking of Force.
Yeah, Force. Very rough times here though. A nice nightmare to juke out some damage, but it just doesn't matter. Really around. Like, in fact, you're gonna have a counter smoke again from Boom Esports. They'll run right into each other perhaps as FBZ should be able to break one smoke and does on Mavis. So both sides know exactly where they are. Force will jump in with the blink and Burrow Strike into the avalanche toss. It's a lot of damage. FBZ already gone. They got a Dream Call off and they might try to turn. Yopaj in. A two-man balance strike, and when the relocate out, they've got so much damage coming in from Jackie. It's already two gone. And Lelouch, he can try to run. He might even make it in fact with a great toss back and the relocate out.
Missing off the map, they're going to be a lot more cautious to cut off Polaris from getting that opening. They might be able to catch out Jackie and Skem, though.
Lelouch gonna try as the Fiend's Grip is there, but the problem is Skem is just freely able to tether and regen up, so no damage is flying out. Jackie's alive, still they keep going, but the IO is just freely doing whatever the hell he wants. And you saw the confusion there from Lelouch, though he jumps in again, and this time he's got him. But it's gonna cost his own life. Can they find more here? Boom Esports, they'll go for a third. That'll be Xavius to drop. Sure, you get the Gyrocopter, John.
Yeah, I mean, that was also Jackie playing really greedy, Mike. He had a BKB, never popped it to avoid Avalanche toss at the end, so they do still manage to find that punishment down in the mid, though.
Yeah, Force. No space here for Force whatsoever.
And it doesn't feel like there's enough room with a TB as well as... Boom, do you go for a smoke play?
Yeah, of course. He should spot out the Monkey King, and Lelouch does move in with the toss out, but there's your Dream Coil. Soulbind, though, is out. Xavier's going to try and turn with his team. But who's really winning? Well, Natsumi, he's about to drop. He does get the Sunder off, but doesn't really matter. It doesn't. And Mavis, he was holding the Fiend's Grip the whole time, but it does nothing. And still Yopaj is jumping around this team fight. Uncontested. Lelouch, at least he does TP out in time, and Force, he's going to move back in onto the gyrocopter, but do they actually have enough damage? It seems like they just may, but no. The stick charges there in time. Force will go.
They're going to go Roshan first rush of the game. Polaris do have ways of jumping in with the double blinks, but they've got to make it fast.
Still a jump in on Tims. At least you can take down this Monkey King and remove that scout potential. Though Tims has already gotten the information necessary, and Boom Esports have not backed off. They will continue. Is it enough to actually take down Boom? I don't know. It's tough to say. I mean, Jackie just got the Ags up. Epicenter, Inkswell is there. They're going to try and aim down Skem. Get rid of this IO. Can they get it done, though? Skem's not dead yet. In fact, he'll survive. He'll tether back towards FBC, and now Force is in trouble again. He'll try for the TP with the Sandstorm, but the Dream Coil is there from Yopaj to hold him down. And guess what, John? Vision or not, they've got Xavius. I mean, it's a decent attempt, but even if they got Skem, what were they going to follow? And he's got the BKB up. I'm going to just go for a bit of a surprise reveal with that. In fact, Avalanche Toss is there, but Yopaj, he just picked up the Aeon Disc. They can't burst him down. Because he got the Arcane Rune away, and now with the Burrow Strike Epicenter again onto the puck. He's still fine with the phase shift. Natsumi going to move in with the Metamorphosis, trying to get some damage off, but he's going to TP. He knows the fight's not going their way. They're still going to end up losing. They keep finding Tims, but that's all they're finding, John. Looking for somebody to try and farm that mid wave, but oh, never mind. There's a scan out. They're going to find Mavis. Not the biggest kill, not the worst either, though. You would have much preferred Natsumi there, but you'll take what you can get. And they will just continue controlling the map. Polaris, maybe a nice toss back into the T4s could help delete Skem or Jacket. They're going to try now, but the BKB was too quick. And this Tiny, we're trying to abuse a Shadow Amulet, but it's not going to work out. They have at least 4 time for Natsumi to have the Eye of Skadi, John, but... Oh, bit of an once again here onto Polaris, just making sure they know what's about to happen, but a nice Avalanche toss is there onto Jackie, into the Burrow Strike and the Fiend Trip, but the relocate might be out. Scam, he gets him out in time. Jackie will reset and look to fight once again as they continue taking that mid-racks, and now they've got Natsumi on the Terror Blade. He will survive a bit longer as FBZ, he's the one to go down. In fact, Tim's just about to drop himself, but they've got Mavis, they've got Xavius, they might have Lelouch, but they've got Jackie instead. Polaris Esports, they are able to get a successful team fight their way. It was a messy one, John, and it cost them a few buybacks. They're ready. They're waiting for that Panarin to be taken. Skem now going to show himself. Polaris Esports looking for a way in, but won't rush for it. They are very hesitant right now. So instead, Roshan will get started. Lelouch, though, a nice toss back. He's got FBZ. He's got the Death Prophet. They've got the kill. No buyback available on FBZ. And that might just force them back. Can Polaris go for Roshan now, then? With the butterfly, you might just have no option. You might just have to go down that route and hope that you end up winning that next fight. And that fight is coming very soon because Boom have moved in. Lelouch getting up the blink in, but does not get the toss off. He's tossed the creep away, and with that, the Runaway toss is going to hold him down. And that's a tiny town without buyback. Natsumi, where is he?
Illusion.
He's got the MKB, John, but this is the last ditch attempt for Polaris.
Radiant structures are fortified.
We go. Dream Call's committed. He's got both supports there. Dagon out. Epicenter committed. They're just trying to do with FBZ, but Skem, he'll keep him alive. Barely going down. But now Natsumi, he's been left alone. They'll try to buy back in time, and they are there to allow him back to the fountain. But it's a 2v5 scenario.
Need for the Megas at all.
Yeah, screw the Mega Creeps. Get done my damn soft Boom sake. T4 towers are there. Boundless just to keep Natsumi away. There's your run of Atos. Yopaj, he'll start with the magic damage. It won't matter though. They're on to the Ancient. GG's been called. Polaris, they were one game away from finding the victory above Boom Esports. But they just couldn't get it done. Still a great fight out from these guys.